Hey guys, so getting out of this A&O hostel here, and I'll tell you this story about this hostel here, that they had some huge school groups here. So it's just tons of young people. Granted, the good news there is that they're not dangerous. You know, like some of the other one-star hostels, and the prices, A&O has really good prices actually. So perfectly okay there. Let's get a bit down further and I'll tell you what is going on there. So my roommates there at the hostel, they were a group of Irish, kids, like they must have been 20, 21, something like this. They were, I think, working on one of those work exchange programs here or something like this. So I think they were mostly gay, right? So not really a super comfortable room share at the hostel there. They didn't cause me any problem, they're not dangerous or anything like that, but not my favorite group of roommates there. Now, what had happened is that they had left their stuff all over the floor, right? So what they were doing there is, I don't know why they would do that, but they had their clothes just strewn about, right, with each other's things, right? Their toiletries, all of this, trash and stuff like this, bottles, just left on the floor. And I was like, what the hell, right? And never seen a group of roommates that were so dirty, right? So they weren't really dangerous. They were just kind of disorganized there. They had some booze in the room. They may have been, I think probably what's going on there, I think maybe they were into drug use. And that's why they were, having their things strewn about all over the room there, right? So, and I woke up at night and saw that one of them was sleeping in the floor in his underwear, right? Just sprawled out, passed out on the floor, right? So not sure what was going on with them, so glad to be out of there. Now, I don't think that they were dangerous there. They were just kind of not the best roommates there. So here's a van. Time to buy a van and get into van life. So the next part of this video here is I'm actually going to be switching to van life, right? Going to dump the hostel, sir. And try something else, although what I'm actually getting ready to do at present time is fly to South America, right? So I'm going to be hanging around South America. It may even be as long as a year or two. And then once I get done with that, I'll be coming back and doing some van life here in Europe. And what I'll be doing there, I sort of know what I need to do there, right? I'll be buying a secondhand van, right? Like this one that just drove by here. So, and the reason, and I'll give you guys some tips on van life. So, for me, the thing about van life is I don't have anywhere to put my stuff right now, right? So I can put all my luggages and my shoes and my bags inside the van, right? Simple problem solved there, right? That's actually one of my biggest complaints about traveling, is that it's hard to carry my stuff, right, around the world. So, problem solved there, and I don't have to depend on other people to hold my items for me, right? So I've got an issue in Sarajevo there where, my suitcase is with one person. Another person took my bicycle, but they don't want to hold it, right? So might lose the bicycle. It's an older bicycle there, so it's not worth a lot of money there. But I had trouble finding somebody to hold on to it while I'm not in Sarajevo, right? So with the van, I can just drive here if I want. How about this one here? So the good news about the van is you can actually set up like a solar panel deep cycle battery, you know, porta-john or like a portable toilet. Got to get that so that you can actually go to the bathroom inside the bed, right? So would have my own personal space there. You know, have my internet and all this, a little desk and all that, bed and all of this, right? So that you know, I can have my own private room, right? I just don't like having a room. It's just kind of a nuisance, whether they're, you know, these individuals, these dirty young men, or someone else. You know, I just like to have my own space, regardless of who it is that's inside the room there. So guys, let's walk to the train station. We're going to be taking the Flixtrain yet again. The ticket was $6 US, very cheap. We're going to be going to Leipzig, right? So the reason I'm going to Leipzig is it's a little bit cheaper over there. It's further south, right? So I'm headed back towards Bosnia, right? So gonna hang out over there. Gonna do a little bit of shopping there and check out just some other location in Germany. Save a little bit of money. It's actually one of the cheapest cities in Germany, Leipzig, while Berlin is a little bit more expensive, especially during the summer travel season. You know, the prices are up a little bit more than you would find in winter, you know, probably 50% higher. Right, so if I come here during winter, it's dirt cheap, you know, but it's not very exciting to be outside at this time here. Let's see. So we're just gonna hang out for a little bit here, and then the train is at 1:30 p.m., right? So I just got to go in this direction about 1.5 miles, and we're there at the Berlin station. And I am just walking there. I decided not to take mass transit in Berlin. Gonna get a little bit of exercise here. 3 miles back in the other direction, right, to my hostel. 3 miles today walking to the train station. And another 1 mile to go to my supermarket that I just finished my lunch at. So getting a lot of exercise here. Just as my usual routine is. So we're gonna walk all the way down this main street here in Berlin. This is like near the dead center. Then you get the Brandenburg Gate, and we're gonna make a right turn, head north, and there's that major river. Gonna cross it and go a little bit left, and that's it. We're gonna be at the train station there. Kind of busy. Sorry. Hey guys. So here we are at Berlin Hauptbahnhof train station. Got about an hour and a half to before we get on the Flixtrain. Let's check to see where. Let's take a look at this here. So we have we're looking for FLX 30. No, we're nowhere near ready yet, so we have to wait until it's announced here, and then we'll get the track here. So we can also ask here at information. Mine leaves from track 3 here, so I'm gonna go grab a seat here and just chill out. Check this out, guys. So here we are, track 3 to Leipzig, FLX 35. And it's a little bit late, 7 minutes late here. So we're gonna take a little walk around here. So you got a lot of little stores around here. You got a little supermarket. Got a lot of homeless people hanging around here, so I wouldn't be, definitely watch my wallet around here. Check out this guy with all this stuff. You got some travelers just waiting like me here. Let's say got Dunkin' Donuts over here. Wow, check out those. Those are some nice trains. Now, I think Flixtrain, I think this is probably just going to be an older train that we're taking that Flix took over. All right, I'm just going to go way down here. We got about 40 minutes left here. The platform's not very crowded here, so it should be a little more easy to relax here. So this trip is only like 1 hour, 15 minutes. It's not a full travel day for me, more like half. Leipzig. So let's wait a little while longer here. There we go, guys. Let's see, this is one. So we have assigned seats. I got my ticket off the Flixbus website. Fairly easy, cost $6 US. So this train's a bit more crowded. We're already moving here. And it just looks like we had a little bit of trouble boarding here with a lot of people. Here we are at Leipzig. So this is a smaller town here, a little more, probably going to be a little bit more relaxed here, so it should be a nice change of scenery. We'll check it out. And it's pretty far east, southeast in Germany, so maybe it'll be more similar to, like, say, Poland, right, since it's so far. Now the money is cheaper, right? That's kind of why I chose to come over here. It's a little bit easier to afford. So check out this hostel, guys. This should be interesting. A&O. Again, this is a nice building here. Let's check it out. Let's go check on